For more than 4 billion years, the moon has quietly shaped everything about our planet. Our oceans, our climate, even the length of our days. It's easy to forget that Earth is really a binary world. Two spheres locked in gravitational balance. But what if one night the moon simply vanished? No explosion. No fragments, just gone. Here's what would happen if the moon disappeared. 1. The tides would collapse. The moon's gravity lifts a bulge of ocean water roughly a meter high on the side facing it, and another on the opposite side where centrifugal force dominates. As Earth rotates beneath these bulges, we experience 2 high tides each day. Remove the moon and the sun takes over, but its tidal pull is only about 46% as strong. Average tides would shrink to roughly 1/3 their normal height. Coastal ecosystems built around that rhythm would collapse. Intertidal zones would vanish, wiping out mussels, seagrasses, mangroves, and entire bird migrations that rely on exposed flats. Even global ocean mixing would weaken, reducing nutrient upwelling that supports plankton, the base of the marine food chain. Beaches would look frozen in time, still, quiet, and biologically empty. 2. Earth's spin would go wild. The moon acts as a gravitational stabilizer, keeping Earth's axial tilt fixed near 23.5 degrees. That tilt is what gives us stable, predictable seasons. Without the moon's stabilizing torque, Earth's axis would drift chaotically. Computer simulations by NASA's Goddard Institute show it could vary between 10 degrees and 60 degrees over tens of thousands of years. A 60-degree tilt would place the Arctic Circle near modern-day Spain. Imagine summer temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius and months of total winter darkness. Such swings would rewrite climate zones. Ice ages could appear in tropical regions, while subtropical deserts bloom. Human agriculture and civilization, tuned to mild and predictable seasons, would constantly chase a moving climate belt. The moon is quite literally what keeps Earth from tumbling like an unbalanced toy. 3. Nights would never be the same. The moon reflects about 12% of the sunlight that hits it. Enough to make a full moon night 20 times brighter than a moonless one. Take that away, and global illumination at night would plummet. Predators such as lions, leopards, and owls time their hunts to lunar brightness. Prey animals synchronize breeding cycles and movement to avoid bright nights. Without that cue, entire food chain behaviors would desynchronize. Humans would notice too. Studies show that melatonin levels and sleep efficiency vary with the lunar cycle. Eliminate moonlight and our biological clocks would gradually retune. Culturally, humanity might have developed differently. Fewer nocturnal rituals, later navigation, maybe no early astronomy at all. The moon didn't just light our nights, it lit our curiosity. 4. Earth's orbit would drift. Earth and Moon orbit a common barycenter located about 4,700 kilometers from Earth's center. That gentle wobble affects how momentum and tidal friction balance the planet's rotation. If the moon vanished, the barycenter would shift to Earth's center, slightly changing our spin rate. Days would shorten by about 1.2 milliseconds. Tiny, but enough to disrupt the precise timing used in GPS satellites and astronomical observations. Long-term, the loss of tidal braking would mean Earth stops slowing down. Right now, each century adds roughly 1.7 milliseconds to the length of a day. Without lunar drag, that slowdown halts. Earth's rotation stays faster forever. Atmospheric and oceanic circulation patterns which depend on the Coriolis effect would subtly reorganize. Jet streams might migrate, changing rainfall belts and monsoon patterns. In short, weather systems as we know them would be rewritten by the absence of a gravitational partner. 5. The planet would start losing its balance. The moon's tidal friction doesn't just slow the surface, it stirs Earth's interior. That steady tug dissipates energy as heat and helps drive the slow circulation of the planet's molten outer core, the engine of our magnetic field. Without it, that core convection could gradually change pattern, weakening the magnetic shield that deflects solar wind. A weaker field would allow more charged particles to erode the upper atmosphere, increasing radiation exposure and auroral storms. At the same time, a faster spinning Earth would develop stronger equatorial winds and a slightly more oblate shape, the equator bulging outward while the poles flatten further. That redistribution of mass could even trigger more frequent earthquakes as the crust adjusts to new stresses. The disappearance of the moon wouldn't just dim the night sky. It would set off a chain reaction. From the deep core to the edge of the magnetosphere. So the next time you see the moon rising, remember, it's not a passive ornament in our sky. It's a gravitational stabilizer, a climate regulator, and the reason our planet dances instead of tumbles. Lose it, and Earth would still spin, but it would never again be the same world. Fact drop 5. Smarter you 5 facts at a time.